Hello students, this is Nilofer Miss, your SS teacher. Today we are going to continue chapter 16, Climate. During winter, high pressure develops to the north of Himalayas. Cold and dry winds from this region blow towards the oceanic area where low pressure is created. So dear students, what happened? During winter, high pressure develops to the north of Himalayas, and then these cold and dry winds from this region blow towards the oceanic area where low pressure is created. High pressure converts into low pressure. During summer, low pressure develops due to high temperature over Central Asia and Indian landmass. This is the difference. During winter, high pressure develops, while during summer, low pressure develops due to high temperature, where over Central Asia and Indian landmass. At this time, high pressure prevails over Indian Ocean in south, so winds tend to blow from the high pressure over Indian Ocean to low pressure in North India. These winds are known as southwest monsoon winds. They contain moisture and bring rain in India. So what happens here? This high pressure prevails over Indian Ocean, which is in south, and these winds tend to blow from the high pressure over Indian Ocean to low pressure in North India. Okay, and these winds are known as southwest monsoon winds. They contain moisture and bring rain in India. So these southwest monsoon winds bring rain in India. Sometimes a peculiar phenomena takes place over places located far from India, which creates temporary changes in the long-term climatic pattern. Sometimes what happened? Various changes came in the places which are far away from India, but because of those places there is difference in the climate of India also. It affects the Indian climate also in the long-term climatic pattern. Phenomena like jet stream, western disturbances, El Nino, ITCZ have affected the Indian weather to a great extent. Here what kind of phenomena we are talking about which creates the changes in the Indian climate, that are like jet stream, western disturbances, El Nino, ITCZ, which have affected the Indian weather to a great extent. However, the monsoonal characteristics of climate of India remain unaffected. So, monsoonal characteristics of climate are remaining unaffected due to these kind of phenomena, these kind of factors, okay, these situations. Now, seasons of India. Weather in our country remains almost the same for every 2 months. These 2 months duration is called season. As per tradition, there are 6 seasons in India. These are Hemant, Shishir, Vasant, Grishma, Varsha and Sharad. Okay, these are per tradition. As our tradition, Indian tradition, there are 6 seasons. You have to remember the names of these 6 seasons. They are Hemant, Shishir, Vasant, Grishma, Varsha and Sharad. There is hardly any noticeable difference in the weather between 2 successive seasons. There is not much difference, okay, hardly any noticeable. We can't even notice that much difference between 2 successive seasons are there. So, if 2 seasons are taken simultaneously, then there would be only 3 seasons of the year. So, 2 seasons we are counting together. As we count 2 seasons together, then there are only 3 seasons, 3 main seasons are there. And which are they? So, first one is cold season, second is hot season and third is rainy season. Winter, summer and monsoon. Changes in seasons are experienced distinctly in India. Cold weather starts with the beginning of winter. Temperature gradually increases during summer. With the onset of monsoon, air gathers moisture and brings rain. So, we got to know the differences of 3 seasons. We have already experienced all 3 seasons. We know how much different it is. We can experience very well. The winter also we are experiencing very well. Summer also and rainy season also we are experiencing very well. So what happened here in when cold weather starts with the beginning of winter, and in summer temperature gradually increases and so it is hot, and in monsoon there is rain. Indian Meteorological Department of Government of India at Delhi has divided the climate of India into 4 seasons. So as there are main 3 seasons, but Indian Meteorological Department of Government of India it is located at Delhi, it has divided the climate into 4 seasons. Which are they? Let's see. Cold weather season, that is winter. We are having winter season from December to February. Then comes hot weather season, that is summer, which starts from March and up to May we are having summer season. Then advancing monsoon, that is rainy season, that is June to September, and retreating monsoon season, that is October to November. So these are the 4 seasons divided according to the climate, that is winter, summer, rainy, and last one is retreating monsoon season, that is from October to November. Here advancing monsoon means coming rainy season, and retreating monsoon means going rainy season. Okay. Now here one chart is given in which it is shown cold season, hot season, rainy season and retreating season, which months they are occurring in, that is also given. See now, first as we will see cold season, then it comes December, January, and the other months are Posh, Maha and Shishir. Then if we see summer season, then it includes February, March, April, May, Phagan, Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeth, and that is Vasant, Grishma, it comes in summer. Then is monsoon season, that comes in June, July, August, September, and the other months are Asad, Shravan, Bhadrava, Aso. Varsha, Sharad, that is monsoon. Okay. So these are the 3 seasons, summer, winter and monsoon, which are separated or shown you here in this chart. Let's move on to cold weather season, winter, which is from December to February. In India, the 3 months duration from December to February is considered as winter. Sun shines vertically over the southern hemisphere between 22nd September to 21st March. Remember, even the dates are given. India is situated in northern hemisphere, so it is under the influence of slant sun rays between December to February, and low temperature prevails. Winds blow from northeast direction from Central Asia. These winds are dry and cold, so the weather also remains dry and cold. The sky during this season generally remains clear. It means clouds are not there. Okay. Northeast India remains comparatively cooler as it is far away from the sea and some part of it is a desert. So that is the reason why it is cooler than other regions. Northeast, okay, it is cooler because it is far away from the sea. During winter, this region develops high pressure and this deflects the winds. Dry and cool winds are generated due to high pressure. These winds reduce the temperature of the places over which they blow. In Delhi, temperature often goes below 10 degrees Celsius during winter and it remains around 16 degrees Celsius in Allahabad and 18 degrees Celsius in Kolkata. Remember, in Delhi 10, Allahabad 16 and Kolkata 18. At this time, the temperature in Himalayas is much less. The January temperature of Shimla, Darjeeling is around 5 degrees Celsius. After the snowfall in Himalayas, the cold and heavy winds rush towards the North Indian plains. As a result, these plains along with Gujarat and Rajasthan are under the grip of cold wave. That is the reason why we are feeling such cold here. Temperature decreases suddenly. Frost in some area destructs the cotton crop. See now, this is the ill effect of it. Temperature does not fall below freezing point during winter except for the high mountainous regions because the central Himalayas obstruct the extremely cold winds coming from Central Asia and protects India from severe cold. Himalayas protect our India from this severe cold. Now you will like to know this. Let us know certain weather terms appearing frequently in the newspapers in India, like jet stream. Just now you heard this word. What is it? What is the jet stream which affects our weather? See now, in both hemispheres around 30-degree latitudes, very powerful wind in a pipe-shaped belt blow with high speed in the atmosphere at an altitude of 8 to 15 kilometers. These winds are known as jet streams. It is like pipe-shaped, okay, and very powerful wind. and the altitude of 18 to 15 kilometers. Their average velocity is about 150 km per hour, and in the central part of this wind belt their velocity is about 400 kilometers. During winter these winds blow over the southern slopes of Himalayas, and in summer these are stationed over peninsular India. High altitude winds help to bring rain. So that's why it is known as jet stream. Next is western disturbances. This also we heard. Jet stream formed over West Asia blows towards east and affects West Asian countries, Northeast India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. The dust storms accompanying these disturbances leave their effect up to Bangladesh. These are the dust storms. These often creates disturbances in the pleasant winter weather of North India. Very high mountains receive snowfall and the plains receive some rain, which is useful to the rabi crop. This may cause unseasonal rain, locally known as Mawthu. It means a season is not there of rain, monsoon is not there, still there is rain, that is called unseasonal rain, and it is also known as Mawthu in Gujarat, which may damage crops. It is very harmful for the crops. So this was jet stream and the western disturbances. Further we will see in the next video. Hope you have understood it well. If you are having any doubt, you may call me. Thank you.